What's ever up, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Boyd Reef. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And now for the updates. So, the update on the 20-gallon long. I did a water change last night, roughly 5 gallons. And I did a water change about a week ago. A lot of the algae started to clear up. Starting to look a whole lot better. I did pick up a couple more zoas. One's called, I believe that one's called Gorilla Nipples, and this one's called Eagle Eye or something. I'm not exactly sure. I picked them up off a reefer from my local reef forum. The only other new thing in the tank is, if you'll notice, my orange clown is over here. Kind of a sad story, a little mishap. I woke up probably Wednesday morning. Only saw one of my orange clowns swimming above my return nozzle, and looked around before I went to work. Didn't really see anything. When I got home, at work, I was like, maybe he's just hiding. Happened, so not too worried about it. When I got home, still didn't see the other one. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was more white. And looked all around the tank, looked in the rocks, looked everywhere, couldn't find it. Finally found it in my random flow generator nozzle, and it was pretty much stuck in dead. So sad to say that I lost one of my clowns. So I put him over here just because, besides the orange banded gobies, he'll be the only fish probably. So I know he was used to having a partner, but maybe this will be a little bit better for him and he may not get picked on. So that's pretty much it for this tank. Yeah, that's it. I have been adding filter floss to the top. It's a little dirty because I did a little clean, so it's kind of looking brown. I'm gonna change that soon, and that's pretty much it for this tank. All right, on to the 66-gallon. A lot has changed in here. Not necessarily a lot has changed, but I have done several things recently. If you'll notice the sand bed, I did a slight, probably, I don't know, 10 to 14 gallon water change, trying to clean up some of that. I need to get there's a sand scoop you can buy. I need to buy a sand scoop to clean up the chunks of this algae that's on the bottom. But everything's doing fine. I did move a couple corals. Hopefully the light will, being closer to the light will help. My anemones found a spot. He likes that spot currently. Hopefully he doesn't move from there. You guys may notice I picked up 2 black storm clownfish. Not to replace the other 2, but I do love storms, and I wanted 2 clownfish in this tank. And so the fact that I got those 2, I moved the orange one over to the 10-gallon, or the 20-gallon, excuse me. This is the nozzle that it was stuck in. Him and his buddy like to swim on top of it for some reason, or they were swimming on top, and that's pretty much how he got sucked in, I'm assuming. I didn't see it, just noticed he was gone, and yeah, that's pretty much all she wrote. So these are 2 new black storms. I pick up from one of the guys on the reefing forum I belong to. He buys them in bulk, so he gets a sweet deal, and I picked them up from him. These are some of my favorite clowns. They're beautiful. These guys are super active. You also notice that in the cup there's now a rose bubble tip. I also picked up off a reefing buddy. I believe I paid 60 bucks for this anemone. He had a ton in his tank, and I believe it's already starting to split. When it closes more up, it's kind of, you can kind of see them separating. You can't exactly see it now. So I'm not sure, but I believe it's starting to split. It's been in the cup It likes the cup. So far, haven't really had any issues with him. The one cool thing was I woke up Thursday morning, came downstairs, and I worked super early, so it was like 2 in the morning. Came downstairs, and one of the clownfish, I posted a picture on Instagram. If you guys don't follow my Instagram, it's _BoydReef_. Posted a picture on Instagram where the clownfish was already hosting this anemone, and I mean, I've only had them since Thursday. It's now Sunday, and I believe I've only had him since probably shortly after I did the video on Sunday. I think I picked him up Sunday night. So yeah, they've only been in a couple days, and it was already hosting. Or no, I picked them up Tuesday. I can't remember exactly when I picked them up, but I picked them up middle of the week, Tuesday, something like that. They've been in here less than a week, and one of them was already hosting. That was the only time that I actually saw them in there. I haven't seen them do it since, so I'm hoping it happens more often and I can catch it on camera. That would be nice. Other than that, like I said, I moved one of the corals up higher. Hopefully closer to the light will bring it back some. I moved that bird's nest. It was starting to bleach out, but when I moved it, it's already starting to come back. This guy right here is going crazy. Polyps always extended. He's loving it right there. I hope he starts encrusting soon or starts growing out. That's basically it. So I did the water change, cleaned up the sand bed. It's still dirty, obviously, but I need a scoop. There's a scoop you can buy, like I said, that's kind of like a kitty litter scooper that'll keep the stuff clumped together. And I also cleaned out, it's dark in there, but I cleaned out the sump a little bit, mainly the return, because again, when a lot of the dead Chaeto was going through, it likes to get sucked into my tank and makes the tank look terrible in my opinion. Yeah, other than that, no issues. pH has stayed relatively good so far. And ammonia, I know when you just start the sand bed that it kicks up a lot of bad stuff that's in there that's been sitting and dormant. So I mainly siphoned the sand, sucked up the water around the area, and then basically let it fall out of the siphon tube back onto the ground, and hopefully that sucks more out than it was supposed, or sucks out what it needs to, and returns what it doesn't. But again, I'll monitor it, check it, make sure everything's good. I do have this NI, which will let me know when if the pH or ammonia jumps too high, but haven't had any issues yet. Oh, also, you guys may notice that I only have one ANthia in there. That is the larger of the two. The smaller one wasn't necessarily getting picked on, but I could tell that there was something wrong. It was always distant. It was always in the back corner, kind of by itself. I didn't really see it eat much. And my wife sent me a picture, and it was sitting flat, sucked to the back of my wave maker. So he pretty much was gone. So I'm not going to get another ANthia. I'm just going to leave him in there by himself. They do fine alone. I mean, it's with other fish. Him and these two black storms are always together, pretty much. So besides when they're sleeping, they're always together. So I'm pretty sure he found buddies with them. Other than that, thank you for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and look forward to the next video. Have a good day.